So in this worksheet, question number 1 is identify the incident and reflected ray on a diagram. So here they're just testing your ability that whether you're able to differentiate between an incident or reflected light or not, ray or not. So we have done it a lot many times, and I hope you all know that this one is an incident ray and this one is basically a reflected ray. So something that basically comes from the light source and is incident on an object is called an incident ray, and something that bounces off an object is called a reflected ray. You see this dotted line, so this is basically a normal or a perpendicular line which is drawn at the point where incident ray hits. Okay, now identify regular and diffuse reflection in the following diagram. So over here you see that there are multiple rays, multiple incident rays and multiple reflected rays. Just like that, we have multiple incident rays and multiple reflected rays. But the difference is that in the reflected rays, they all have different angles. So now over here in regular reflection, the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection, but in this case, the angle of reflection is different from the angle of incident. So this one is going to be a diffuse reflection and this one is going to be a regular reflection. Now, so why does the beam of light not remain parallel after reflection in figure 2? So over here, so they're saying why is it not parallel? So that is because of the reason that we have a rough surface in the case of this, right? So when we have rough surface, then we have diffuse reflection. When we have smooth surface, then we have regular reflection. But something to notice over here is that the law of reflection is applicable. So law of reflection says that the angle of incident should be equal to angle of reflection. For this incident ray, its angle of incident should be equal to its angle of reflection. For this, the angle of incident should be equal to this angle of reflection. So law of replication is applicable in both the situations, right? But surfaces reflect light better. So we all know that smooth surfaces reflect light better. And then this one is, we all know, is an incident ray. Incident. This one is a reflected ray. So I hope this is clear. We know this one is a regular reflection. Regular. And this one is a diffuse reflection, right? I hope this is clear. I'm going to save this. Screen saved. Okay. So now, this basically says which diagram shows how Chikas can see his face in a mirror. So this basically implies that this eye is luminous. That is why light ray is basically being it basically originates from the eye and hits the mirror, which is completely wrong, right? Now this says that we all know that when angle of incident is like this, angle of reflection is like this. So what it implies is that, let's say we have a light source over here. Now we have light coming and is incident on his face, and then this light ray is reflected and hits a mirror, and then it is again reflected and enters into the eye. So this is something that we know happens, right? The reason this non-luminous face can be seen is due to the fact that this is able to reflect light, and the fact that we were able to see our image in the mirror is because of the fact that this non-luminous mirror also reflects light. So do you understand this? Now, figure C implies that the mirror is basically luminous, and we know that this is wrong, right? Because it basically shows that light is being reflected, light is being originated from the mirror and it enters the eyes. Then this one says that the light is basically coming from the face and hits the mirror and then And then see, it does not even show that it is being reflected. Do you see the direction of the arrowhead? So we know when something is incident, the reflected ray has an opposite direction, right? Over here, they have the same direction as shown by the arrowhead, so that's wrong. Now I'm going to save this screen as well. Let's just circle the correct option. So this one is the correct option. And I told you why we'll be able to rule out A, C, and D. Let's just save it. Now let's move to the other question. So it basically says, question 4 says, find your way through this maze by following the path of a ray of light. There is a mirror in each room. Work out how the light would reflect from the mirror to find out which exit to take. The first turning has been done for you. So they have done the first turning for us, right? So they have shown that light is traveling from here and it turns over here due to the process of reflection. So let's see how is this going to happen. This is an interesting one. So let's just use a yellow color for the light ray. So light ray, it gets reflected. And when it is incident on this mirror, then it gets reflected again. It is incident on this mirror and then it gets reflected again. When it is then incident on this mirror and then it gets reflected again. It is then incident on this mirror and gets reflected again. So see, this is the path that will be taken by this light source. I hope this is clear. So I'm going to end the meeting again. That's it.